Now, the protest by Karnataka resident doctors in Devanagari, which is still ongoing, has now been on for the past 1 month. While the government has put the onus on the JJM Medical College to pay up the stipend, the doctors continue to pull up the B.S. Yediyurappa government. So the question we'll ask today evening is, whose responsibility is it to pay the doctors for the work they are doing? Take a look first at this report.
Karnataka's resident doctors in Davangere continue their protest, demanding stipend pay deprived to them for 16 months. The big question now, who must pay these junior doctors? Is it the Karnataka government's responsibility, or should the management of JJM Medical College pay up? The Karnataka government in 2018 put a halt to the 50-year-old tradition of paying stipend to resident doctors. While government put onus on JJM Medical College to pay up, junior doctors continue to pull up the government for it. Explaining the rationale behind government's responsibility to pay them stipend, junior doctors clarify that though they belong to a private institute, they cater to needs of the district government hospital, CGHS, in Davangere.
We are asking, what about the odd number of PGs, around 100, and interns, around 100, who are working in these government hospitals? Who is supposed to pay them? Can the government run a 900-bedded hospital with just 32 paid doctors? No. So we are asking only what we deserve.
We demand that any meeting which is going to be held from here on out, that we are invited and we have a say in the decision-making process. We have already submitted a list of demands to the management as well as the government, and we request that every single demand be met, and even if a single demand is not met, we will not withdraw a strike as we were not involved in the decision-making process.
In fact, people from surrounding districts of Chitradurga and Haveri too get treated at the Chigateri Government District Hospital due to lack of super speciality services in their neighborhood. The burden of a huge population needing health care during this pandemic lies on the shoulders of these junior doctors. COVID-19 cases are also seeing a sharp rise in Karnataka. Now is the time we need our doctors the most. Is it too much to ask the government to speed up the process and give these doctors their right? Nabila Jamal for India Today.
So there are 4 questions with which we will divide the discussion in today's evening as well. Question number 1. Who should pay the stipend to these junior doctors, especially the ones who've been protesting for the past 1 month? Question number 2. Is it B.S. Yediyurappa's government in the state's responsibility to pay these junior doctors? Or question number 3. Should the medical college where they are working with and have been studying in pay this stipend to the doctors? And importantly, 4th, should doctors' stipend be a shared responsibility between the government and the hospital? So let's begin our discussion. We'll also continue to be joined by some of the doctors who have been protesting in Karnataka. But first, I'm joined by Dr. Vijay Shankar. He is one of the protesting junior doctors there in the state. Also, I'm joined by S. Prakash. He's the spokesperson of the Bharatiya Janata Party. I want to first begin with you as the Bharatiya Janata Party spokesperson, S. Prakash. Sir, this is the COVID-19 pandemic in which some of these junior doctors are working in, and they're demanding simply the stipend that many other of their counterparts and colleagues are also receiving in other colleges. Why shouldn't the government intervene?
See, this is a tricky problem. In 1918, during the Congress regime, the MCA found that this college paying stipend to the students of this college violates the norms of the MCA. So it directed the college, private college, which these students are admitted, has to pay for the stipend of the house agencies and the PG students. Since then, the government advised the college, from next academic year, you must be paying the stipend to the students. And the audit objection has also raised the questions, and it has disallowed any payment of the stipend to these the students from JMM college who are doing house agency and PG in government district hospital. But the management is very adamant. All these years you are paying them. Now you continue to pay as they are working in your hospital. Unfortunately, in our state, every private medical college has got its own clinical facility, independent medical hospitals are there. But there are only two, Venlock and Chittigiri hospital. It is outsourced to the private medical college, and they have taken advantage of it. More number of seats, more number of capitation fee. They are more beneficial.
Okay.
The gentleman who owns this college is a Congress MLA,
Yes.
ex-minister, very senior leader in Davangere district. And he is so insensitive, even despite the government is clearly saying it violates the government norms and it is your duty to pay the stipend. They are not budging and they are trying to shift
But
the
if
honors
this was
on
a
the
BJP MLA or a
state government.
BJP Neta associated with the college, again, would the BJP or the government in the state have been more forthcoming with the stipend? Okay, so that's Mr. Prakash. Just
How
give,
would the law change between BJP and the Congress MLA? Law is the same. When there is an audit objection for paying the stipend from the government, if it is government or
okay,
if BJP...
so you're saying that the
also,
government
Congress
cannot
also,
pay. It is the
person who
college.
owns-
It is the college that needs to pay. I want to take that question to Dr. Vinay Shankar.
Yeah,
what
it is the response
what
of the
precisely
college.
is the
Unfortunately,
college management
students are
saying
caught in
now
this
that the
process.
government or the ruling party has said they are not going to break the norms, they are not going to pay you the stipend?
The norm has been changed in the past 1 year. The norm was the government was paying government students who are working in CG hospital,
Yes.
government PG residents and government house surgeons, and we are also signing a bond to serve the government for 3 years after our post-graduation. So that was the norm. The norm has been changed without consulting anyone. So there was an audit objection, I agree, but it wasn't the government's responsibility to justify itself that it is getting work from 230 doctors, 200 PG residents and interns, and paying only 32 government-appointed casualty medical officers. In this region, around 2 to 3 districts, CG hospital is the only well-equipped tertiary
Yes.
center hospital for
Specialty hospital, yes.
2 to 3 districts in and around. So how can the government just back off from paying the doctors who are working there? Wasn't it the government's responsibility to justify the
Dr. Vinay
audit
Shankar,
objection?
for how many hours do some of these junior doctors work at the government hospital there in Karnataka?
This is around 80 to 100 hours per week.
80 to 100 hours. per week.
So,
Nidhi,
80 to
yes.
100 hours per week, and some of our duties go as long as 48 hours non-stop.
48 hours non-stop and no stipend received for that. Nidhi Ramachandra is also joining. Nidhi, you're one of those protesting doctors. You've been very vocal as well. But now that it's been made clear there's a divide, the government says we are not going to pay, the college says we cannot pay. What is the hope now for the junior doctors on protest? How do you see this really now coming forth? Who are you banking your hope on?
Well, ma'am, we are banking on the government because, after all, they are the ones that are ruling us and have to support doctors. And I would like to point out that we do not blame any political party. Doctors do not treat any patient based on their politics. So we like to clear out that we hope somebody realizes our plight and gives us justice. And as Dr. Vinay has pointed out, that people keep pointing out that the government has directed the management to pay. But we would like to ask, what is the responsibility of a government if it is paying a 900-bedded hospital to only 32 doctors? The government is paying only 32 doctors, whereas around 81 professors, assistant professors, and associate profs are being paid by the management. So we're asking, what about the 230 residents? Who is supposed to pay us? So we are actually asking them to just pay the amount. Imagine if we all leave our jobs. Do you think 32 doctors can only run a 900-bedded hospital? That's the only question we have.
So don't you think this is what other colleges must also be watching right now? And if the government pays up now, then other colleges will say the government should pay for everybody. Why should then we pay? Don't you think that there needs to be at least some headway for all colleges or all junior doctors that must come in as well here?
Yes, I would like to clear out one more thing.
Yes.
This is a government hospital, so it is the responsibility of the government. And second number point, we are government quota students. That is, we have signed a bond to do 1 year rural service after internship and 3-year rural service after postgraduate, which the other students who join through any other means will not be obliged to do. And again, it's a government hospital and we are government quota students, which is why we are asking the government.
That's an important view that she's mentioning. If there are these at least students with very specific guidelines to follow for the government, at this point, should the government then not intervene, at least to calm down some of these doctors who are also working during the pandemic at the government hospital?
I'm sorry?
Mr. Prakash, that's for you. S. Prakash, sir, BJP spokesperson.
No, the state government has already increased the stipend of the house surgeons and the PG students. Madam, the state government has already hiked the pension stipend of the house surgeons and the PG students in the last 2 months for about 30%, considering the pandemic and their services to the patients. Here, there is a tricky situation. I am completely with the students who are already serving in those colleges and who are denied stipend for 1.5 years. The order was passed in 30/10/2018 when Siddaramaiah government was in power in Karnataka. The government stated then that it is not possible to continue paying the stipend to the student since the MCA regulations do not permit it. They should have found the way. They should not have made the students a scapegoat for the scuffle between the government management.
But that has
college
happened,
management.
sir. That has happened. What does the government do now? The government is facing a problem.
No, that has happened. The student cannot complain to college because the college holds the key for their future. No, college holds the key for their future. They cannot blatantly complain against the private management of the college. That they have to concern about themselves. But the government and the management who are making loads of money out of the medical seats they get from the government and who have to provide all facilities must.
But Mr. Prakash, hasn't the college, Dr. Vinay Shankar,
and you are paying. I don't.
What has the college said? Why cannot? Okay. Yes. So let's get another view. Why can the college management not pay up to the junior doctors while this protest is on? What is their reference point here? Dr. Vinay Shankar, that's for you.
Yeah, I would like to make a point here. When in 2018, when the government passed an order, the government said that the audit objection was for the medical education department.
Okay.
So the government passed an order saying that since the CG hospital in Davangere comes under health and family welfare, the resident doctors must be paid by the health and family welfare. That was the order passed, and that relying on that order, we joined JJM Medical College so that we can for our abilities we can be able to serve in the government setup. We believed that and we joined the college, and now they are just they're backing off from their own words. That is one point I would like to make.
Okay.
The another point, why college management? The college management has been clear to the government, saying that since we are government seat students, we pay a considerably less fees to the college, and it wouldn't be feasible for them to pay us. That is the point they have come up with. Unlike Manipal, unlike Venlock Hospital in Mangalore, which comes under Manipal University, the fees there comes under a deemed university fee, which is like 25 lakhs per year. And for them, it is quite feasible, and they have actually gone ahead and paid their residents.
Okay.
But it has not been feasible for our management, and that is the point they have come up with.
Okay. Oh, let's also get in a view from Nidhi Ramachandra, because Nidhi, there are people who may not understand the controversy over why so many doctors of a college are demanding a stipend. So what is the work that you do as part of your course working in a government hospital? How many hours do you put in? What sort of duties are you given? Why do the doctors believe that they deserve a stipend for working while they are part of a course which they are anyway studying and have paid the college for? Nidhi.
I would like to clear it out to people who come and get admitted to a hospital that most of their patient care is mainly coming from postgraduates and interns. Majority of the profs will come and direct us to how to treat a patient, whereas the treatment giving part is always under a postgraduate and intern who has to come every day morning 1 hour before a prof comes and has to stay even doing night duties and then again come back in the morning. They don't have some of the departments such as obstetrics and gynecology, pediatrics, surgery, medicine, even do night duties and continuous 48 hours duty. Sometimes we even have something known as a marathon week where we have continuous OPD night duty and OPD night duty. The amount of mental strain and physical strain we go through, there's no limit to it. Some people do not understand the pain we have, and that too in a government-run setup such as Chigateri Hospital, we have almost like hundreds of patients pouring in every day. We have like wards which have 30-bedded male and female wards which get filled up within a minute of opening the OPDs. Imagine handling such a situation. We have to coordinate with our sisters, our brothers, our profs to direct and to give minimum amount of patient care.
Dr. Vinay Shankar, now that we are in the midst of this discussion, who are you banking your hope on? The government says they have a reason to not pay. The college says they have a reason to not pay. So till when can this protest go on? Are you going to continue the protest there in Devnagari? Because this seems this is now just left to for the time to decide, and neither side willing to budge. So that means no stipend coming in for the doctors.
Who would a helpless person in India bank on? It has to be the government. We are still banking on the government, and we are continuing our protest as long as it takes for a written assurance, because there's nothing else left to do for us. We have tried every possible way, approaching every possible person, and this is clearly not a political issue, because the BJP government came to power in July 2019, and our stipend has not been paid since March 2019. So we have approached the previous authorities, we have approached the current authorities, but there is no consensus for this issue.
And stay on with me, because now we are joined from the other side. We are joined by a Congress spokesperson. Suraj Hegde is joining me. Thank you so much, sir, for joining in this discussion. What we've been discussing till now, Mr. Hegde, is the BJP has said this was during the Congress regime of Siddaramaiah that this decision was taken to stop the stipend. The college must pay up like other colleges do. The government is not going to intervene, not possible. Can the Congress now at least ensure, if there is this association of one of its MLAs with the hospital, that at least for now, pay up the stipend, try and resolve the crisis, or do you think the Congress also is going to back off from this?
No, we are not going to back off. We are actually with the people. We are always with the people. But the problem is, when you look at it in toto, see, during this pandemic time, is this really required?
Yes.
Is this discussion actually be required? Because the doctors are coming and working and giving their everything at this hour, we should not even be discussing this issue.
Why? Why do you say that?
Because when the Prime Minister's announced a package of 20 lakh crores. It's not a small package, and we are discussing about the amount to be paid by.
It is his government who passed and barred from making the payment to the students.
Please,
why don't you answer that? Because Siddaramaiah government was responsible from stopping the stipend to the students. Please answer that. No, you are bringing 20 lakhs crore Prime Minister. It is not relevant here. The student need respite. Please address that.
You are just trying to over-speak. Allow us to speak, brother.
Yes, Mr. Hegde, go ahead. S. Prakash, I'll come back to you. How is the 20 lakh crore announcement, do you think, is connected to this issue?
Not only 20 lakh crores, it's regarding, see, when the doctors are working right now, actually whatever the amounts have to be paid have to be enhanced and given to them immediately. And it is the state government's duty. What are we talking about? Now they're trying to find out and trying to tell, no, it has to be, they're trying to pass the buck, everything they're trying to pass it on to a private institute. What is the government doing there?
S. Prakash, is this passing the buck to simply a college when the government's duty was to pay up? What are you showing there on your phone, sir?
This is the government order issued by the Siddaramaiah government in 2018 by the Siddaramaiah government. This is the government order. Mr. Suraj Hegde is not aware of it. He's not even aware of the issue that is being discussed here. It is not.
Prakash ji, till February 2019, payments have been made by the government. Please find out.
No, I'm Mr. Suraj Hegde.
Okay, so the final word, Mr. Suraj Hegde. Sir, you are saying at this time, not best for the doctors to come forth, but the doctors want to speak. They are the ones, they are saying, listen to us, we are in a mess, we are in a problem. So as a
Since
Congress
this lockdown-
spokesperson, what hope are you giving to them, sir, at this point? What should be done?
Till what I'm trying to tell you, madam, is till February 2019, payments have been made. It is not only in this college, even in KMC College, Manipal, they tried to do the same thing. Now they're trying to pass the buck on to some other, to the private colleges. Instead of that, it is time we take it up and try to put the whole issue down and sort it out.
Okay, so we've heard all our views.
Pass the
Yes.
buck on to others.
So the Congress is saying this is just the BJP government passing the buck. The BJP says that it was the Congress regime that had passed the order for the colleges to pay up. In the midst, we also heard from Dr. Vinay Shankar, also Nidhi Ramachandra, who've been, while studying, while working at hospital, also are forced to organize a protest as well. I hope something will come out for you, but for now it seems that the deadlock continues. I leave it for the viewer to decide who do you think should pay up the stipend for these junior doctors while they're studying their course and caught in clearly a political tussle. Thank you so much for watching. Do tell us about this discussion. Stay tuned to India Today.
Hi everyone, Preeti Chaudhary here. Hope you like this video. For latest news and analysis, like and subscribe to the India Today YouTube channel. And don't forget to press the bell icon to stay updated. Thank you for watching.